Today's video is a special video.
Today is a special day.
I think it's finally time to start talking about some of the best investments that you can make with just about zero risk and the potential to return millions to you. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you slap a like on the video. Can we aim for 65 likes in this video? You guys have smashed the previous goals and I'm sure you'll smash this one as well. Now guys, as I was saying, we now have tons of SBCs out. We have tons of potential SBCs coming out. And yet there's still a few certain cards, a certain card type I guess we can say, that is on the floor. And if you guys haven't guessed what it is yet, it is SBC fodder cards. For those that don't know, fodder is basically cards that aren't usable in the game but are very usable for SBCs. This can be anybody with low pace, basically like half the gold cards anyways, such as Ruben Diaz, Jordan Henderson, etc. And I think we're finally getting closer to a time where investing in them is a good idea. I think we finally hit a bottom. Not to mention, we also are finally finished with ones to watch, which means when the next promo does come out, we're going to be getting SBCs with boosted cards and such, not just from the flashbacks, but as promo cards too, which will hopefully help push up that SBC demand a little bit. And we also do have a Ligue 1 Player of the Month coming out very soon, as well as a potential Haaland Bundesliga one too. Now, looking at some of the fodder prices, they are dirt cheap. So there is a ton of potential ones you can invest in. Now, before we do get into each player that I really like as an investment, guys, I cannot give you an exact time of when to sell. This is an investment, so you guys need to be prepared to hold for a extended period of time. Now, there are a few different buying methods you can do because I know a lot of you guys don't want to fill up your transfer list and go unassigned. But I also recommend you guys don't dump all of your coins into one of these cards, or you guys go completely unassigned to the point where you guys can't even trade anymore. Because as I was saying, this could take a few weeks, this could take a few days. As far as being profitable goes, it's kind of down to your own judgment, but I can guarantee you that at one point in the next few weeks, these cards will be way higher than they currently are. Now, as I was saying, I do recommend that you guys kind of diversify. And when you guys are buying, you don't want to buy all of the same card because obviously if one card does do bad, that hurts you a lot. Whereas if you diversify your investments, you can actually make quite a few coins and kind of keep it safe. So if one card does bad but the rest do good, you're still like in a profit kind of zone. Now, I love all the defenders that are 83 rated. I think Lucas Hernandez, Joel Matip, Kjaer here.
I don't know what you're drinking in that tea, you know.
I can't say his name right, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me in the comments. But defenders under 1K for 83 rated players is a really good shout. In 1 month, we are going to be getting into that Black Friday hype, which 83s will definitely rise up in price for. Not to mention, we'll probably get some kind of SBC for Scream or the Halloween themed promo as well. Looking at 84s, it's the same kind of case. I really do like the defenders. I think Hierro is a great one. I think Felipe and Jimenez are great ones. PK as well, I think, is an awesome one because PK is a very popular player. But last year we saw Felipe. He would fluctuate so much from like 1 and 2K or 3K up to like 7 or 8K. So there's a lot of potential with a card like that who could flip. Now these cards will, when these cards are to go up, they will go up temporarily, meaning that they won't hold a high price. For example, they will definitely be much higher than 1.8K, but maybe like 3 or 4K would be their absolute max. But with a good SBC and a very in-demand SBC, you could see these cards shoot up to like 8K for a short period of time. So you guys have to kind of be alert when looking at those ones. But as I said, 84s at 1.8K, that's way too cheap. Moving on to the 85s, again, defenders, I really like. I think any of them are really good. Jorginho at 3.5K is just ridiculous. The fact that he's that cheap. And again, it's one of those kind of no-brainers where a lot of these cards will go up in general. But Thiago Silva, Bonucci, I think are great ones. I love the defenders. Where is De Vrij here? He is a great card too. A lot of solutions include him, and he always tends to fluctuate a lot with good SBCs. And now we start to get in some of the high-rated fodder. And I really like, what I really like about the high-rated fodder is we have probably an icon theme promo coming out. We are going to be getting icon swaps soon. And I'd imagine they're going to introduce what the icon SBC situation is going to be this year. Meaning that, you know, maybe we are to get a base icon pack sometime in the near future. Maybe not. But any kind of icon hype would push some of these cards up as people look to complete those icons, because the base icons are really good early on in the game, so people will complete them and it will kind of push some prices up. Plus, you know, the market kind of needs some cards to go up, because this market is definitely not what EA wanted. It's not what any of us want anyways either. So something needs to come in to push them out. But for the 86s, man, I like a lot of them. Pretty much any of them that aren't goalkeepers will be fine. I like Busquets, I like Chiellini, Hummels, Parejo, Thiago's a really good one, and Laporte, of course. With some of those other ones, I mean, you just got to be careful as far as position goes. You want to get guys that are going to be included in tons of solutions all the time. So like Hummels, Chiellini, I love the center backs because they always just do so much better. And the same kind of goes with the 87s, the 88s. I like Cruz a lot, Suarez a lot, Ramos a lot. Ruben Diaz as an 87 I think is amazing. In the 89s, I like Casemiro and Benzema too. Even at the 90s, I thought Kane was way too low. 27k, he actually drops down like 24k sometimes too, which is just way too low. So guys, there's two, again, kind of buying methods you guys can do. The first one, and what I recommend, is kind of doing a club stock. So you buy like one of each, maybe you fill the transfer list up with a couple of each, kind of diversify what you have. So that way you guys are still able to trade and flip cards such as icons, special cards, etc. Whatever trading methods you guys are currently doing. And the reason why I recommend it is because fodder, again, is kind of a longer term hold. We don't know how long it'll be until we see these cards really explode. Again, it kind of comes down to what SBCs are going to come. I can guarantee that we'll see these cards go up by Black Friday at the absolute latest. But they could come anytime earlier. I mean, all we need is one good promo or one good SBC, and all of a sudden everything goes up. And as I said, we still have UCL cards to come. We still have Road to the Final potentially soon. We still have the Halloween themed SBCs as well. So you are going to see these cards end up going up as people want to complete those better cards, those better SBCs and such. What is currently hurting this market is that we're getting supply every single day, and we need something really nice to come out in order to push this market up and get some demand into it, which again would probably be something icon related. So of course we also have our second method of buying, and that is actually the unassigned glitch. Going unassigned, basically, I actually have a video out if you guys don't know how to go unassigned, but I imagine most of you guys do at this point of the game anyways. And basically you guys can just absolutely load up. And if you guys are gonna load up, I recommend doing it on one of those 83, 84 rated cards, honestly, because those 84s are too cheap, and you guys actually have a better chance of doubling your coins that way. Because we saw 84s are sitting at 1.8k or whatever it is. Those cards at one point will definitely end up going to like 5, 6k. No matter what, whether it's SBC or not, they will end up going up. And if that's the case, I mean, if you buy them all at 2k and they go to 6k, that is literally tripling your coins. So if you put 2 mil in, you will end up making a 4 mil profit. Now, of course, it is tedious to buy them all, first off, and it's also tedious to sell them all, but it's a really good method to make a lot of coins. And as I said, guys, this is guaranteed to make you 1,000,000 coins if you have the initial investment to make, of course. But, you know, it's a good way to make coins. Now, if you don't have any coins, you have like 100k, fodder's probably not the best way to go about it. But at this stage of the game, I'd imagine a lot of you guys are finally starting to build up your coin totals to the point where you guys can kind of afford to do this. And of course, if you have 100k, don't be afraid to throw like 80k into fodder and keep the 20k to do like some sniping filters and stuff. But you guys just got to be kind of, you know, aware of what you're doing and stuff. Now, of course, like I said, I don't know when these cards are going to rise. I can't tell you when to sell exactly. But when you guys are selling, if you're selling something based off an SBC, make sure you guys sell in the hype, of course, up to it. And don't be afraid to take profit at different times. It's not a bad shout to sell half of your investments when you have a little profit, and then half of them later on if they end up going up more, just to play it safe. We don't really know how the market's going to go. Obviously, it's a whole new year, and we're seeing a really dead market early on, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up on it and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Thank you guys all for the recent support. I'm excited to post this video because I think a lot of you are really going to enjoy it. I have a lot of questions about the investments and stuff, and I hope this answered anything. Of course, if you guys still have questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer as soon as I can. And until next time, guys, peace.